Our next speaker made history, becoming the first woman to be elected to serve the state of Nevada in the U.S. Senate. In addition, she holds the distinction of being the first Latina ever elected to serve in the Senate. Please welcome the senior senator from Nevada, Catherine Cortez Masto.
Well, good evening. Hello, everyone. How's everyone tonight? Doing well? Good. I hope so. Listen, first, I want to start by thanking the entire China General Chamber of Commerce for the work that you are doing to promote Asian American and Chinese American businesses across the country. Thank you so much. This is an incredible turnout for tonight, and I don't think it would have been possible, but for Pin Knee and his birthday tonight, right? This is your birthday party. That's what this is about. Happy birthday. Congratulations to all of the award winners. It's to all of the distinguished guests that are here tonight, including some of my colleagues in Congress right now. And everybody here is a member of the Chamber. I am from Nevada. I was born and raised in Las Vegas. Most people do not realize that Nevada has one of the fastest growing AAPI Native Hawaiian populations in the country. Now, we're a population of 3 million, but I will say 12.5% of that population is our AA and HPI community, and there's 1 out of every 10 Nevada resident is an AAPI voter. It's an incredible community, yes, and growing. And it's in a community where I grew up in Southern Nevada. And it has been my mission to ensure that our Asian American Nevadans, that we deliver for them in Washington. I work closely with our businesses, our entrepreneurs in Nevada, owners, workers. They tell me what they need. I work on those issues in the Senate to support them and get them those federal resources. That's why I am so grateful to the Chamber and your dedication to looking out for our businesses and helping them grow. As I've said, from Nevada, born and raised, third generation, very proud of it. Immigrant families from Italy and Mexico. My parents worked very hard as we were growing up so my sister and I could be the first in our family to graduate from college. But it's that hard work that is instilled in me from my family and as they came to this country for a better life. It's that hope of the American dream, that opportunity that if you play by the rules, you can succeed for yourself, for your family, for their future. And to me, that's what I carry with me in the United States Senate every day, because I think every opportunity for that American dream belongs to anyone who tries to come here to this country or who lives here and wants to succeed. It is important for me that I am tearing down barriers and not putting those barriers up. Let me say this. I want to talk a little bit about some of the legislation that we're working on, that I've been working on for some of our small businesses, particularly those that are in our AAPI communities. And most of this, what I have said, is focused on what I have learned in my community. I think it is important for many of you to know, with all of the turmoil, with all of the chaos, there's still good work being done, bipartisan work being done, to the benefit, to solve problems, to the benefit of our communities, to benefit of entrepreneurs, to benefit of our business community. And I want to talk a little bit about that because I have several bills. I've proposed legislation to cut through burdensome government red tape and make it easier to start a small business. I've also heard from our business owners about their growing concerns with cyber attacks, so I introduced legislation to help business owners protect themselves from data breaches. I'm also currently working on a bill to get micro businesses, those with 5 or 10 employees, the support they need to compete in our economy. That means both clearly defining what a micro business is and working with the Small Business Administration to make sure they have access to dedicated capital. But it's not just about our domestic strategy that I work on. As you all have been discussing today, foreign policy also plays a crucial role in how successful our businesses can be. As you have heard and as we've known, China is a dominant force in the global economy. If we want American businesses to be successful in the current market, we have to invest in American innovation, shore up our domestic supply chains, and work with our allies where we can to strengthen our influence on the global stage. Currently working on a few bills that will help us accomplish those goals, and they have support from both Democrats and Republicans. One of these bills, which I drafted with Senators Mark Wayne Mullen of Oklahoma and Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, would create a tax credit for American companies that process rare earth minerals and manufacture magnets domestically. Another bill I have with Senator Bill Hagerty of Tennessee would encourage our global trading partners to work together with us to bolster our critical mineral supply chains and our national security. But I'll tell you what also we need to address. We have to build out our domestic supply chain, but we have to do it in an environment that is conducive to that. We do have challenges. We have tariffs right now that are impacting some of my small businesses, and it's not in a positive way. Our largest trading partner is China, so it doesn't make sense to me to impose blanket tariffs, especially on goods the U.S. doesn't make itself. Instead, we should be supporting U.S. businesses without sowing new chaos. We know that targeted tariffs can be a useful tool to protect critical American manufacturing, support our businesses, grow our workforce, and expand our economy right here in the United States. But blanket tariffs on our trading partners have done the opposite. I'm hearing from my businesses in Nevada. They're being hurt. They're forcing to close their doors. They're raising prices on our families, these tariffs. They're making it harder for our allies, especially those in emerging Asian communities, to work with us. Our businesses here in the United States deserve more transparency and a clear economic vision that brings stability and prosperity, not chaos. That's what AAPI businesses in Nevada are concerned about, and I know it's impacted many of you. And that's why we need to continue the partnership. I think it is important we continue these dialogues and talk the truth and figure out how we move forward in partnerships with our allies, but also so that the United States dominates. I sit on the Banking Committee. I sit on Senate Finance that involves trade. But I also sit on Energy and Natural Resources. And we know the technology of the 21st century. We are all competing to dominate in that sector. And I think the United States should dominate. Whether it's robotics, whether it's AI, whether it's data centers, we have the capability to invest in that research. We have the ability to create jobs around it. But we also have the ability to reach out to some of our allies and say there's enough room for both of us. That's where the federal government comes in. That's where my colleagues and I come in. I am here to tell you right now, as a member of Energy and Natural Resources, if we want to move into that new technology, and by the way, if you haven't been to CES, and I assume you have, that is in Las Vegas. The future of our technology, you just have to come visit and see what's going on. It's incredible, limited by our imaginations. But if we are to move forward, even with the data centers, we have to make sure we have enough electricity. We are not prepared as a country with our grid and the electrification that we need. The technology we need to invest in will help us get there. But we need to be focused as a country where we want to go. And that means we all have to be rowing in the same direction. Not just at a federal level, but with our public-private partnerships, our local leaders, our state leaders. Our businesses are key to all of this. It starts with all of you. So, here's what I would ask. I ask my community to reach out to me all the time. Talk to me. Tell me what you're hearing. What do we need to know? How do we do this together? And I'm asking all of you. You've got congressional members coming before you. You've got your leaders here. I'm hoping you're doing the same thing. Because for us in the United States, it is that public-private partnership that is key. And if we don't hear from you, if we don't hear from our entrepreneurs and our businesses and the challenges you're facing and how we can move in the right direction and grow this economy and create jobs with the 21st century technology that is coming our way, then we are going to be left behind. So I thank you tonight for being here and having this conversation. I thank you for everything that you are doing and look forward to continued partnership together as we move forward and grow this economy and provide opportunities for our businesses in the future. Thank you.